Knights of Dreamland, Chapter 2. Stepping off the bus is like stepping onto a different planet for him. A desolate and familiar place that he had long been trying to escape, only to have every rocket he could manage to gather from scraps of his ever-decaying life reduced to shreds as they broke down in orbit. Reality sets in like so many G-forces on his mind as the dust stirs up with his heavy steps. The large yellow school bus pulls away from his view, with the face of the girl who tried to stop and avert his decision, looking at him from the window, a blue-dyed strand of hair alight in the passing sun. The yellow behemoth crawls along the road as it separates the two with more than a window pane. Its loud gas engine soon disappears into the distance as the noise is consumed by a ravenous wind given teeth in bits of dust that it takes with it, as it strips the landscape of visible shapes. The sound of the engine is soon gone in the wind, and replaced by the familiar sound, a woman angrily yelling. A sound that comes from the inside of Vax's home. He stands outside for a moment as the wind blows past him, the sting more pleasant than what he knows awaits him inside. Every sense of self-preservation he has is dreading the next few steps he has to take. But the futility of choice is an overcast stigma that knows any step in the other direction will have half the town's police force searching every alley and runaway home looking for it. He takes in a deep breath, wipes a dust-stained tear from his eye, then walks forward. The door swings open. Yelling continues as Vax tries to silently make it to his room. But one misstep on a purposefully creaked floor makes the yelling stop, and a woman soon appears in a doorway along with the smell of a rancid, burning chemical. "Where have you been?" the woman says in aggravated tone. I just got home, Mom. You're 5 minutes late. The bus was slow today. The bus was slow today. Ha! That's a stupid excuse. Where were you? Off doing drugs with your friends? Vax looks at the ground. Oh, that's right. No one wants to be friends with a loser like you. Well, maybe if I what? Vax. Vax stays silent. His mother quickly steps over and slaps him hard across the face. Vax has to take a step back to catch himself while dropping his heavy book bag on the floor. It hits the ground with a heavy thud that shakes the entire house, causing pictures to fall off the walls. Vax's mom's devil blue eyes widen as she looks for more reasons to be angry. She raises her hands to hit him once again, but now fears what Vax would do if he snaps. She plays dirty, grabbing him by the hair and pulling him into his room. "Clean up this mess!" she yells. "Your room hasn't been cleaned in weeks!" She tosses him hard, then tries to pick up the bag he has been lugging around all day one-handed, trying to do the same. On her first pull of the weighted bag, Vax's mom strains a muscle. But the drug-filled rage taking her over and her better judgment has her strain far past a healthy effort. She tries again with both arms, pulling out her back in an effort to look more indomitable, and after a great effort and multiple pulled muscles, she finally moves the bag into Vax's room. "Clean up your crap and do your homework," she yells, then slams the door with full force. The house falls silent. Vax looks around his room. It's almost spotless, clean and organized as his mother often demands, regardless. Vax opens his bag and looks at the papers the girl on the bus had picked up. One of them is the suicide note he wrote for this occasion, the day Vax would finally escape. It's lengthy and well written. A list of his mother's crimes and a lack of regret, but as he looks it over, he thinks about the girl on the bus and knows her life will be better if she never knew him at all. Faxon crumples the paper, puts it on his room's desk, and then, from the same desk, pulls out a box of hidden razors. He takes one out and puts it to his wrist, more sure than anything that this is the only way out. Vax feels no pain as he cuts himself. And as he starts to cry, the house around him is consumed by a howling wind. A wind that pulls the very blood from the cuts in his wrists. Tears of crimson fall from the eyes that open and look at him from his arms, judging his decision. Then, Vax lays down and falls asleep. Yeah, well, stay tuned for Chapter 3. Like and subscribe if you want to hear more stories. And if you have any stories that you would like me to read or, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities with this channel, just getting started. So keep an open mind to it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you, make sure you, I don't know, send a letter to that like and subscribe button. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something clever, but I can't. Not at this moment. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in Chapter 3.